Today we're looking at the macro grid, i.e. the longer time frames from 5-hour to monthly. Now, I want to draw your attention to the 8-hour time frame. We have a typical slider bottom. That's a growth fractal. Got the bottom here, got the top here. Okay. Now look at the weekly time frame. We have a typical slider bottom, a growth fractal, bottom here and bottom here. Now, when the growth fractal begins to decline, that means it's decaying. The trend will be down on the weekly. On the 10-hour time frame, we have a growth fractal. If it begins to falter, okay, then it begins to decay, meaning going down. So what I'm saying is we have two layering similarities for a major move down. Now, it may take a little while here on the 10-hour time frame. The fractal could oscillate here for a while and then break down. Likewise here, we're looking at maybe October. Okay, so the trend definitely bearish on the macro grid. Now, the game plan would be keep your eye on the macro grid, the longer time frames, and then you find your entry point on the micro time frame where you have the smaller time frames in order to establish a position. Now, with fractals, you have to wait until something happens with clarity that you can do a trade on. Okay, so right now, again, it's the morning. Market did practically nothing overnight, and we'll have to wait for a defining moment to enter into a clear position here. Now, I'm looking at some of the fractals here. Again, early in the morning, we don't have too much here. I'm just scanning the time frames here, if we can find something here. Nothing yet, so we have to be patient and wait until something appears here. Do we have anything here? No, we have a line. That doesn't really help us. Possibly we could keep our eyes on this one here on the 2-hour time frame. If we pan back on that, okay. Now, I did mention this particular fractal, I believe yesterday, on a 2-hour time frame. It went a little lower than I expected. Okay, but we definitely have a growth fractal here, which, if the bottom is broken, it will begin to decay. So what we're going to do, we're going to mark this point right here, 43.68. Again, I mentioned that yesterday. Okay, haven't done any trades here yesterday. Here's the bottom. Here's the top. Okay, that's a typical growth fractal. You can find the fractal in our fractal library, a very classic growth fractal. When it breaks the bottom, it will falter and then decline. So here's the magic number right here, 43, 68, 75. We go below that, you can probably do a trade going down and put your stop right here at the bottom of the growth fractal. Okay, so on the micro grid here, you'll be looking for an entry point. Now, okay, look what happened here. Okay, we could construe that as a 7-up. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to mark that as a fractal there. Okay. Okay. That's a decaying fractal. It has to remain here. Okay. When I say that, you got the top here, and you have the bottom here. All right. That's a decaying fractal. That's bearish. So if we break here 43.68, it would be in alignment over here. Now you could go short here at about 80, and then 83 would be a stop. That'd be a 3-point stop to short. All right. So for today, I can risk 3 points. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take that 3-point risk and say, okay, this is going to go down. All right. I'm going to do this one. 3 points, really. And if it continues to go down, I'll add. Now, if we break the bottom here, right, I mean, the gates are going to open. All right. That's what's going to happen there. And what's going to happen here. Now, we're using all these fractals together. All right. And this is going to coincide with the other fractals, and this will go down too. Now, what are the chances that the market is going to go up to 4,500 again? I don't know. I don't think so. So why don't we concentrate on this one here? You can go short. You're risking 3 points. Okay. Now, if it continues to go down and breaks the lower band, actually I call this a fractal channel. If we go beyond the fractal channel here, okay, all you have to do is simply add to your position. So begin with one contract and watch it go down. And if you have confidence that the trend will continue, you keep adding another contract, maybe another contract, or a long-term out-of-money put if we do have a crash in October. All right, so we have a decaying fractal top here, okay, and then we have a growth fractal here, which if it does break the channel here, that's completely bearish. All right, so both the macro grid and the micro grid, okay, they are, okay, we have a decaying fractal here already in progress. We have a growth fractal here, which appears pretty weak, so that'll probably decay. And then when we go to our other fractal grid, if I can get it here, okay, the long-term fractal grid, you have to toggle between the two, okay? Again, this one here, okay, that's a growth fractal. It is failing, meaning the next stage would be a decline. Look, it's starting to decline here around 43.83, okay? And then we have another slider here, okay? This is going to become a probably a reversal down. We have to break that channel here to go down, So in the meantime, we're going to keep our eye on the fractal here. Okay, very important. We have a fractal here, and the other time frames aren't offering anything yet, so we're going to keep looking. I like to with our fractal here. Okay, 3-point risk. Now, if we break above the channel here, okay, it's possible that would be a reversal up, because we're expecting the fractal to go down, so we have to keep our eye on this one here too. Okay, there it is here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, how many times have we seen this on a 1-minute chart? If you go to Neil's channel, he'll point out the fractals every minute, 5 minutes, half hour, hour, and those fractals appear on a longer time frame, which I illustrated today. So the outlook for the week and a month is extremely bearish. Hank Nikki, signing off.